My name is Laura, and this is the story of how I learned that sometimes love can linger long after life is gone, but not all love should. Before we continue, don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and like this video. Because who knows? With a little luck, those of you who press those buttons will be blessed with long life, abundant fortune, and protected from all things frightening, including the secrets hidden by those closest to you. It was a quiet Sunday evening. My husband Tom was watching TV downstairs, the sound of the news faint behind the hum of the old heater. I was folding laundry in the hallway, half distracted, when I heard something strange coming from my daughter's room. A soft voice, a whisper, then a giggle. At first, I smiled. Emma, my 7-year-old, always talked to her dolls. Sometimes she even made up full conversations between them. But then, I heard it. Don't tell Dad I'm here. Her voice was low, secretive, almost afraid. I froze. That didn't sound like a game. I stepped closer to her door, pressing my ear against it. I could hear her whispering again, but this time I heard another voice too. It was faint, muffled, but definitely not hers. A voice that didn't belong to anyone in this house. My stomach tightened. Okay, Emma said softly. I won't tell him. I promise. I pushed the door open. Emma, honey? The room was empty. The curtains swayed slightly, the way they do when someone just passed by. But Emma wasn't there. Her toys were on the floor. The bed was neatly made. And yet, the air felt wrong, heavy and cold. Emma? I called again, louder. No answer. Then I heard footsteps behind me. It was Tom. He was holding a mug of coffee, looking confused. What's going on? I heard Emma talking to someone, I said. She said not to tell you she's here. He frowned. Laura, she's not home. She went to your sister's house this morning, remember? You dropped her off yourself. I felt my whole body go numb. No, that couldn't be right. I had dropped her off at my sister's, hadn't I? I ran to my phone and called my sister immediately. She picked up after a few rings. Hey, what's wrong? Is Emma with you? There was a pause. She was this morning, but she left a few hours ago. She said you were coming to pick her up. My heart sank. I didn't. She's not here. What? But she said you called her. She packed her things and left. The world tilted for a moment. I felt dizzy. Emma was missing. Tom grabbed his jacket and keys. We need to call the police. We searched the neighborhood, the park, even the old woods behind the school, but there was no sign of her. That night, I sat in her room, holding her favorite stuffed rabbit, and I cried until I couldn't anymore. The house felt emptier than it ever had before. Days passed, then weeks. The police searched, neighbors helped, posters went up, but Emma was just gone. Every night, I waited for the sound of her voice again. Sometimes I thought I heard her calling my name. Other times, I'd wake up and swear I saw her standing in the doorway, wearing her little pink nightgown, smiling. But when I turned on the light, there was no one there. Tom told me it was grief, that my mind was playing tricks on me. But deep down, I knew what I heard. One night, almost 3 months after she disappeared, it happened again. I woke up around 2 a.m. because I heard footsteps. Light, soft ones like a child's. Then a whisper, Mommy. I shot up in bed. Tom was asleep beside me. I followed the sound down the hallway. It led me to Emma's room. The door was slightly open, just like before, and inside, I could see a small figure sitting on the floor, facing the wall. My heart stopped. Emma? The figure turned slowly. It was her. Her hair was tangled, her face pale, but her eyes were still the same. Big, bright, full of tears. Mommy, she said again, don't tell Dad I'm here. I rushed forward, dropping to my knees. "Oh my God, Emma, where have you been?" We looked everywhere. But when I reached out to hold her, my arms passed through her. Through her. I gasped, and then, just as quickly as she appeared, she was gone. When I told Tom, he looked at me like I was losing my mind. "Laura, you're grieving," he said. "You need to rest." But rest was impossible. Every night, I heard her again. Sometimes she sang softly. Sometimes she whispered. And every time she said the same thing: "Don't tell Dad I'm here." I started to wonder, why didn't she want to tell him? What was she afraid of? I began to notice other things, too. Tom's behavior changed. He became distant, angry. He drank more. One night, when I asked if he missed her, he snapped. "Of course I do, but she's gone, Laura. She's gone, and you need to stop pretending she's not." He slammed his fist on the table so hard the dishes rattled. I had never seen him like that before. After that night, I started keeping a diary, writing down every sound, every whisper, every word Emma said. I thought maybe it would help me find out what really happened. A few days later, I heard her again, but this time it wasn't just her voice. There was another one, a man's, muffled, harsh. I pressed my ear to her door, heart racing. "You promised," Emma whispered. "You said you wouldn't tell her." Then the man's voice. "I didn't mean to, sweetheart. It was an accident. An accident." I burst through the door. "Who's in here?" I shouted, but again no one, just the soft sound of the curtains swaying and the smell of cold air. That night, I searched our attic. I didn't even know what I was looking for, just something, anything, to make sense of what I was hearing. In a dusty old box, I found a small red backpack. Emma's. Inside it were school notebooks, a half-eaten pack of gummy bears, and something else, a photo. It was a picture of Emma and Tom. They were standing by the lake behind our house. She was smiling, holding a fishing rod. Tom's hand was on her shoulder. On the back, written in shaky letters, were the words, "Don't tell Mom." I confronted Tom the next morning. "Why does Emma's bag say don't tell Mom? What were you hiding from me?" He froze. For a long moment, he didn't speak. Then he said quietly, "Laura, please just let it go." "No." I shouted, "She's gone and you're hiding something. Tell me what happened at the lake." He slammed his coffee mug against the counter. "It was an accident," he shouted. I felt my breath catch. "What did you do?" Tears filled his eyes. "She slipped, Laura. We were fishing, and she leaned too far. I tried to grab her. She fell in. The water was freezing. I couldn't reach her in time." My world shattered. "Why didn't you tell me?" I sobbed. He collapsed into a chair. I panicked. I thought they'd blame me. I didn't know what to do. So I told everyone she went missing. I buried her by the lake that night. I couldn't move. I couldn't even breathe. My daughter hadn't been taken. She had been killed. And her father, the man I trusted, had buried her, then lied to my face for months. That night, I went back to the lake. The moonlight shimmered across the water, calm and cold. I found the spot he described, near an old tree by the reeds. I dug with my bare hands until I hit something soft, a small pink blanket. I broke down completely. "Emma," I whispered through tears.